Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Katie. I'm from LuLaRoe, Katie Kamradt. My name's Katie Kamradt. I wanted to talk to you today about starting your own LuLaRoe business. A lot of people have many questions about this, and I myself am in the process of getting started. So I have actually committed to join LuLaRoe. I have found a sponsor, and I am in the process of onboarding. But I know a lot of you are out there wondering how this works and where to get started. So I thought I would just make a list and talk you through a few things. So first, you're going to want to find a sponsor, and you're going to want to ask a lot of questions, all the questions, and then ask again, and then go find someone else and ask them the questions. You want to really understand the investment. You want to know what you're getting into. You want to understand taxes. You won't be able to understand everything about everything until you jump in, but you also want to have a good idea of what you're getting into. This is, it's not a small investment, and it is a business, so you want to treat it as such. It's really important. You're going to want to understand how the kind of stock that you're going to need to keep, and the space and the time that you're going to need to put in. Really find a sponsor who can address your needs. Really look for somebody. For me, I needed somebody who understands the financial angle. That was something that was really important to me. Someone who had developed the spreadsheets, who had, they already understood all of what was going to be going on the business end. It was so important to me. For others, though, they need a cheerleader, and that's great. Like if what you need is somebody to bounce ideas off of and to to be your cheerleader, then find that person. Um, for me, it was like I said, it was the financial stuff I really needed help with, knowing how to be a business owner from the financial perspective and the bookkeeping perspective. I didn't want to have to rely on my husband to have to do all of that in addition to all the other financial obligations that we already have. So, secondly, you're going to line up financing. For some people, that's a 0% interest card. That's the route that I chose. I got a 0% interest in the longest term I possibly could, 15 months, and I hope to pay it off in 1/15 of that. I mean, we'll see, but that's my goal. My goal is to pay it off in a month, 6 weeks at the longest. And other people get small business loans. There are some difficulties with small business loans. Most small business loans are not actually easy to get for people that are starting a direct marketing business, but it is possible and it has been done, so that is something to consider. And then there is also, of course, loans from families and friends. There is cleaning out the closets and having a garage sale. There are tons of ideas. You have to do what works best for you. Thirdly, you're going to fill out the paperwork. So you found a sponsor, you've figured out how you're going to pay for the initial investment, which is a lot. So and then you're going to fill out your paperwork and send it in. From the time that you send in your paperwork until they call to place your first order, you're expecting to wait a few weeks. So there's plenty to do. Don't feel like you have to do it all before you send in your paperwork. You want to have some idea of how you're going to do things, but you don't have to have it all done. And then while you're waiting, lots of things to do while you're waiting. And this is actually what I think is really the fun and exciting part. You know you're going to have a business. You know you're going to grow a business and have it's like taking on a new job, but there's lots to do to prepare. I got my Lula room set up. I placed orders on Amazon and Target. I used lists and I bought racks and hangers. I bought a thermal printer and a scale. Some organizational, cube storage. I bought some photography stuff and started playing with that. Some lighting and some backdrops, dress forms, you name it. All the stuff that's going to help you run your business. In addition to all of that, though, you have to set up your Facebook group. Make sure it's running well. Make sure you're able to connect it to all your different accounts. You want a Facebook group, you want a Twitter group, you want Instagram, you want YouTube, you want Periscope. As many ways to get yourself out there as possible. It's not a competition between consultants, but I will tell you, if you do a search and you look at the consultants that pop up when you type in LuLaRoe, it's not a coincidence that the same ones pop up over and over. They are well connected, they are active, and they are they just have rockin' businesses, and it's because of those things. You're going to want to set up a separate business account. It doesn't have to necessarily be a true business checking account, but it does need to be separate from where you keep your money that you send to daycare and to your mortgage and all that stuff. It needs to be separate. That will make it much easier for taxes later, and it's really important. Additionally, if you choose to, you're going to want to set up either an LLC, or if you're acting on your own, you can set it up as a sole proprietor. You want to check in with your CPA about costs and benefits of each of those options. I myself chose to develop an LLC. And then lastly, the most fun part, begin dreaming. Decide what you are going to do for your giveaways, what deals you're going to offer, what kind of shipping you're going to offer, how you want to take your photos, how you want your page to look, how you want to run your new business, and how you're going to stay organized. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do before you sign on, but I'm really looking forward to meeting you all, and I hope that you decide to join LuLaRoe. If you have any questions for me, you can follow my group. You can search for LuLaRoe Katie Kamradt on Facebook. I'm also LLR Katie Kamradt on Periscope, and where else? Twitter, LLR Katie Kamradt. So anyway, go on Facebook. My name is KATIE KAMRADT. Look forward to hearing from you all. Take care.